It's been this way since the war. We do the fighting every day now. Ah yes, the fighting. Let me explain. That's when each member of the family goes off to find a useful object amongst the wreckage. Something that might be beneficial to us as a community. Whoever brings back the most useful gets an extra ration of food at the end of the day. It's just something to do, really, to keep our minds active as time goes on. Other times we tell each other stories, like the one about the once and future king. Vivian, the High Priestess. They said she was a woman capable of anything.
Then there was Morgan. She was to be groomed by Vivian for a very special day in the future.
And there was Guinevere, a woman who was born to love one man, a man she never really found.
The most powerful of these women was Vivian. She decided that the only way to stop the wars in the land at this time was to alter the course of nature itself. Of priestesses, weaver of the way.
The lady of the night. You know what's wrong or right. The lady of the night. You know what's wrong or right.
She flies like a bird. She just wants to be heard. She has something to say. She wants to show you her way. So come to her wings, and won't you hear what she says? She waits on a hill. Wants to open your sight, wants to show you her light, wants to give you her love, and take you flying, take you flying high above. She's the lady of the night. She's the lady of the night. She's the lady of the night.
Vivian's story begins at a time when the land was torn apart by warring tribes. A time of war and suffering when the nation was in desperate need. We knew there was a problem and the war was getting out of hand. Vivian decided that the violence and hatred had gone too far.
Merlin, we cannot go on like this. If something isn't done soon, the tribes will destroy each other and this land. They need a new light to follow, a new leader. Uther and Goris have fought each other for too many years. They've forgotten what peace means to their people. We need someone of mixed blood, someone who will end this hatred once and for all.
This leader does not exist, dear lady.
You can't go on much longer now, Goris. Why don't you let me help you? I could take some of that land off your hands.
Look, my friend. Give me power over your people, and I'll help you. Show you how a real leader should rule. You could even take over from me after I die.
Well, maybe sooner than you think.
Uther is a strong man, but the people not accept him as their king.
Goris is well respected, but he is not the man for the job. There is no man for the job.
Then we will have to make one.
Make one.
Yes, Merlin, make one. We will take the best qualities of both tribes and make a man fit to lead these people.
Look, call me a complete airhead, but I'm not exactly sure what it is you're intending to do.
I'm not going to do anything, Merlin. You are.
You're far too old, Goris.
You mean far too experienced for the likes of you, boy. Experience that can be seen all around you. Superior leadership, discipline, and something you'll never, ever have. Respect.
Show your age again, old fool.
Why so touchy, Uther? Why so much frustration? Perhaps what the great Uther Pendragon lacks is a good woman. Something to satisfy his basic need.
Wait a minute, Vivian, what are you saying?
Goris is a wife, has he not?
Yes. Her name is Igraine.
Yes, Igraine. They say she's very beautiful.
Yes, she's sort of... Well, what of it?
It is well known that Uther and Goris both sought to marry her. She fell in love with Goris, and Uther has never forgiven him for this.
This is all warming the cockles of my heart, but I don't see how it'll end the fighting between the two tribes.
It's simple. We must make Igraine fall in love with Uther. They must produce a child that will end this fighting once and for all.
It is not simple. Igraine loves her husband Goris. She would never look at another man, let alone... Well, you know.
What, Merlin?
Well, babies and all that.
Now, Merlin, are you saying that a man has all the powers of this earth, a man who has shown the world that he is capable of anything, that you, a man who has the knowledge to end disease, a man known as the great Merlin, could not make one woman fall in love with another man? Hands of the wise, from mice and earth and fire and sky, east to west as the water flies. The water is deep and the mountain is high, north and south and all around. Thy sun and moon and stars of night, ring of stones, stand your ground. Nothing hides out from your sight. Wizard man, weave your spell, and weave it well. Wizard man, weave your spell, time is in your hands. Magic words from the ancient one, when moon is full, waxing strong. As all magic fill the air, you chant a spell and you sing a song. Forest king and the lady fair. Wizard man, weave your spell, and weave it well. Wizard man, weave your spell, time is in your hands. Wizard man, weave your spell, and weave it well. Wizard man, weave your spell, time is in your hands.
It is not simple. To meddle with the course of nature in this manner is extremely dangerous. It could put all our lives at risk. But It is not impossible.
So you'll do it then?
No.
What good is a creamery out of land?
There's nothing of that.
No, you are nothing.
To mess with nature in this manner is extremely dangerous.
Then we will have to try another way. We must make Igraine believe that Uther is godlike. That way we will be able to ensure that Igraine will want this man.
Hold on. I am a great man, but you cannot expect me to make Igraine believe that this man is really her husband, this man. For the start, I don't know the first thing about either of them. Hold on. I've got an idea. Hello and welcome to the Merlin Spieler Show. This week we'll be speaking to people who want to say, "Hey enemy, I love your loved one." Later on, if we have time, we'll be speaking to Romeo, who wants to say to Mr. Capulet, "Hey Mr. Capulet, I love Juliet." And if we have time, we'll be speaking to Anthony, who wants to say, "I want to shake my sexy thing with Cleo," to his best friend Julius. But we're getting all shook up on today's show. From the words of the king to the problems of a king. In fact, two kings. So let's bring him out, Gorlice and his wife Igraine. Hey Gorlice. Hey Igraine. So Gorlice, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, Merlin, I've been a tribal warlord now for about 80 years, just like my father, my father's father, my father's
Father's father. I think the folks get the idea.
No, Merlin, he was a janitor.
It's going to be a long day, folks.
And I've been married to a green here about 5 years now. Isn't that right, Sugar Lips?
Yeah.
And that young piece of ain't got sweet diddly.
Well, we've learned a lot about you, so let's bring him out, Mr. Uther Pendragon! Hey, Uther. Well, Uther, you certainly know how to make an entrance.
I certainly try.
So, Uther, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, you know what it is? Most land, most respect, most honey. When I'm with a woman, I'm thinking of you.
Okay, everybody's calm. Let's go for some questions. Lady in the back there.
Listen, honey, okay? He ain't no good for you. We'll leave him and go with him because he's the better man.
Well, Gorlice. Despite being in a loving marriage and running a land, we're told you've had time for an extramarital affair with a young palace intern. So let's bring her out, Miss Lana Kamuinski! Hey, Lonica.
Hey, Merlin.
So, Lonica, tell us exactly what he did to you.
Well, Merlin, first he said... And then till I got my dress dirty.
Will that woman miss me and escape?
The hell you did?
Man, you screwed up.
Why, you...
the Molenspieler show this week. Remember, telling your enemy that you love their loved one can be a dangerous experience. As we've seen today, hearts and necks can get broken. Always choose the right place and the right time to air your feelings. Such as at lunchtime, at midday, in front of a live studio audience. And a TV audience of millions. Remember, look after yourselves and each other.
We came all the way from Illinois just to see you, Merlin. We love you, Merlin. You mean M? L and an R and an L.
Merlin, we think you're great. We came all the way from Swansea, England, just to see you.
I decided that Vivian was right. The only way forward for these people was to have a leader born with the blood of both tribes. I decided that on the death of Gorlois, to make Uther appear as his rival, so that Igraine could have a child by Uther, the future king.
Is the Queen here?
She's asleep. Should I wake her for you?
No, I think I'll surprise her.
And so Igraine realized that she'd been chosen to carry the baby that would one day be king. But this is not the end of the story. What you have seen is merely the beginning. The baby was to grow up into a young man. Vivian had ensured that he would be educated by the Merlin who was to come after me. He was to be responsible for preparing the young man for his life as king.
Merlin, I've read this book for the last 4 hours. I don't mind, but I don't see its relevance to being king. Arthur, I have promised many people that you will be ready to pass through the gates into manhood by this May Day. You will continue to read until I say so. Until you are ruler, I make the rules. I'm ready now. I don't school, the fuss is over. May Day will happen like it does every year. This year it will be different, Arthur. This year you will become a man. What exactly is expected from me? High Priestess Vivian has been preparing one of her younger priestesses to help you through the transition. I think you'll enjoy yourself, Arthur.
I think you will enjoy yourself, Arthur. I've come to rescue you from the horrors that await you on May Day.
No, I don't quite understand what's expected from me.
It's time for you to leave your books and view and start putting it all into practice.
Rest helpless, all the fuss is over.
You know, every year they choose a Queen of the May.
Yeah?
When a boy reaches a certain age, your age, they are chosen to be paired with the Queen of the May for one night.
Paired?
For one night.
What, one night? Oh, right. This might last up before the Merlin comes. Now I understand. Come on, let's go.
Teletubbies on you. King.
While I was preparing Arthur for the May Day festivities, Vivian was preparing one of her younger priestesses to be the Queen of the May. She had chosen the first daughter of Igraine and Gorlois, who had been sent to the Isle of Avalon as a child to be trained in the House of Priestesses. Her name was Morgaine, the one they called the Fairy Queen.
Sing out.
is our tradition that each year, at the changing of the seasons, we celebrate the dawning of the May. It is a time when young men who reach a certain age pass through the gates into manhood, sort of initiation. For those whose time coincides with the festivities, a special celebration is held. On this particular year, when Morgan had been crowned Queen of the May, the young Arthur was to become a man. The festivities were enjoyed by all, including the very old and the very young. People came from all the tribes to join in the feasting. There was music and dancing, and there was Morgan, the Queen of the May.
As Queen of the May, it is customary that you should dance with the one who is passing through the gates into manhood. Merlin, bring me the boy, and I will give you back the man.
fatal. Arthur, now that you've become a man, you must take the opportunity to prove yourself with the Staff of Power.
The Staff of Power had been embedded in the sacred tree for longer than anyone could remember. I want to be a twin. How the staff got there in the first place? How the staff got there in the first place, no one really knew, although there were lots of rumours and legends attached to it. One of those legends said that if any young man, newly come into manhood, could draw the staff from the tree, then he would be declared High King of all the tribes. So far, no one had been able to shift it, not even an inch. Hold on a minute. Hang on. Me.
Come on, my son!
But that was before Arthur.
And so the people proclaimed Arthur as their king. And from that day, unity was restored in the land. The tribes put away all their differences. The fighting ceased, and a new age of peace and harmony was promised.
Day of merriment, this is day of day of heaven sent when landing from the foot of the king, of the king, of the king.
show. Just to remind you what's been going on down here in the Isle of Avalon. We'll give you a brief account, blow by blow. Listen to the story, a tale of hope and glory.
Bring your body.
Listen while we sing about our mighty king. Young Arthur was born into a troubled land. Do you remember how Vivian had a hand in what some might think a vile and wicked thing? And how Morgan took him by the hand and led young Arthur into the tangled web, but it had to be weaved in order to make him king. Listen to the story, a tale of hope and glory. Listen while we sing about our mighty king.
Learn that very wonderful day, learn that very special day when they took him over sitting by the tree. And he took the staff into his hand, and now he's king of all the land. And he promised that his people would be free.
Listen to the story, a tale of hope and glory. Listen while we sing about our mighty king. Listen to the story, a tale of hope and glory. Listen while we sing about our mighty king. We're taking out to the wedding feast for the king from the western king. So Arthur mighty now, thank you here. Would you please accept our invitation of joining us in celebration to welcome the king and say, winner of the hour. Listen to the story, a tale of hope and glory. Listen while we sing about our mighty king. You're all summoned here today to witness this hand fasting between Arthur and Guinevere. In the presence of your friends, in this binding, you agree to continue to love each other above all things, to care for each other above all things, and to put each other's happiness and welfare above all things. Now, in the presence of your friends, I declare 2 are 1. Work of joy is done and yet begun. This hand fasting is complete. May the festivities continue.
My friend, how good to see you. Come on, we must dance with my wife like you get to
You danced well when it was better than his fighting skills last night.
Thank you, but I'm sure the talent's all yours. No one's ever brought it out of me before.
Guinevere was obviously quite taken with her new husband's friend, but this was only half of Arthur's problems. Remember the night when Arthur was joined with Morgaine at the May Day festivities? It was many years ago, but that was the night that Arthur passed into manhood, the night in which Morgaine conceived Arthur's son. Something of which Arthur was unaware. During his years being trained to be king, his son was being raised by Morgaine on the Isle of Avalon.
Mordred, what are you doing here? I've been trying to find you for hours.
Nothing. I was just looking out over there.
There's nothing for you over there. You've everything here.
I hate this life. I want to be out there, in the real world. Being a monk, not a priest. I don't fit in here.
I don't understand you, Mordred. I'm your mother. I'm only trying to protect you, prepare you for life here.
Is that what my father would have wanted?
I told you to forget you ever had a father. Come on, let's go back now.
I'm going to leave this place soon.
Don't say that, Mordred.
I have to find out who my father was. I have to find out who I really am.
You don't need any of that. You have everything here.
No! Why can't you tell me who he is? Are you ashamed of him? If you will not tell me, then I must go and find him myself.
Listen, Mordred. If you learn who your father is, you'll want to see him. You'll want to go to him.
Please, you have to tell me.
You will suffer.
I've suffered enough already. Tell me.
Your father is Arthur.
Arthur.
The king.
But
I was chosen as Queen of the May when Arthur passed into manhood.
And he left you, all alone, with his son to look after. The mighty King Arthur.
He doesn't even know you exist.
And he is going to learn of the son he abandoned.
And so Mordred left the Isle of Avalon to look for his father. Lancelot was also looking for the king, but he found the king's wife.
Is the king ready?
He's just left, sir, but the Queen is here if you'd like to speak with her.
Lancelot, come in. You can leave us now. Perhaps you could sit an extra place at the table if Lancelot is going to stay.
I will see to it, my lady.
What do you want with my husband, Lancelot?
I wanted to talk to him about the other night, at the wedding.
Is there a problem?
I think he may have misread the situation.
What situation?
I don't think he liked me dancing with you.
Well, we were only dancing. Where's the harm in that?
So there was no offense caused.
I don't think so. Don't worry about Arthur. He knows you were just being friendly.
Was I? I must leave you now, my queen. Tell Arthur I'll see him another time. Have you been that long, Eleanor?
No, not at all, old boy.
It's just that I wouldn't want any rumours to get started.
Of course not, old chap.
Right. And remember, you ain't seen me, right?
Mum's the word. Quick, come here, chaps. Guess what he's want to say, chaps?
I really don't know, but please do tell us, old boy.
Only old love boy himself. What? You mean big room, Justin? That's the fellow. Guess who he was with?
Not that strumpet from the alehouse again. What, do you mean 2 bushels burning? That's the filly.
No, it wasn't the filly. It was the king's filly herself. What, Guinevere? That's the pony. Strumpet.
Oh,
Does Arthur know? Don't be an arse, Pellinor. If the king would be jolly well no Lancelot's block off.
we must do something about this, or Arthur will bloody well flip his lid.
Right, you are right there, Kyle.
But what? We must find a way of removing Lancelot from the scene, as it were. Put him incommunicado, so to speak, until things relax a little. How should we propose in doing that?
Pellinor, remember that dragon you kept telling us about? It is still trotting round your place.
Yes, my people are starting to get dashed annoyed by it. Do you know I sent my finest knight Sir Kenneth out after it, and the dashed dragon killed him?
Oh my God, they killed Kenny!
You bastards! The bloody thing's a nuisance.
Oh, how awful for you. Does he have big red wings and say, my hair Barbanata? Oh, come on now, chaps. You're all being awfully horrid, Pellinor. This could be the answer to all our problems. If we send Lancelot off to give this damn dragon 6 of the best, and knowing him, he will not return until the dragon is no more. He'll be gone for an eternity.
Guinevere, Guinevere, have you heard the news?
What news?
It's Lancelot. He's gone. He left last night. Something to do with a dragon or something? They say he'd be gone for quite a long time. That's if you ever come back at all.
What am I going to do?
You could always go after him. Depends on what you really want.
Which way should I turn? I've got myself into this mess, but I don't know what to do for the best. Which way should I turn? Torn by my love for Lancelot, but do I risk all that I've got for him? Which way should I turn? Do I leave the king and follow my heart, or must my love and I be torn apart? Which way should I turn? I can't decide what I should do. Do I live a lie, or should I be true to love? I've got all the love that comes with being free. I've got far more things than most have ever seen. But if I can't spend my life with the man I love, should I ask I've got myself into this mess. No, I don't know what to do for the best. Which way should I turn? Torn by my love for your Lancelot. Do I risk all that I've got for him? Well, I decided to stay, but things were never the same again. Arthur and I tried to keep up appearances, but we were never a real married couple again. He was heartbroken, really. I know that I had hurt him, but I don't think it was that, so much the fact that Lancelot, his best friend, had gone away. I sometimes think that he must have loved him more than he really loved me. Especially as I think about how he insisted that Lancelot and I danced together that first time. And on our wedding night, he seemed to start neglecting his duties as king after Lancelot went away. Kept spending a lot of time with his mother as well. A bit like a pathetic puppy.
Come on, Arthur. We've got to snap out of this. Your nights are getting worried. They say that people are becoming restless again. You were going to be the answer to all their problems. What was it they said? A new age of harmony and peace. You can't dwell on the past, or what might have been.
You know, you once asked me, who knows where the time goes? Well, now it's gone. I see how fast the sand flows. It slips through my fingers, falls back to the ocean floor. Life is different now. It's just not the same anymore. Time goes on, rolling away from me. Time goes on, it's getting too dark to see. When I was much younger, you told me these the best years of your life. Well, you never prepared me for years ahead filled with trouble and strife. And if it's all just a part of this thing they call growing up, well, I guess I must be still growing. Will I ever fill this empty cup? Time goes on, rolling away from me. Time goes on, it's getting too dark to see. Well, I still want to be free, to be the child that's inside of me, without them pointing the finger and talking about responsibility. I want to be able to hug you, tell you what you really mean to me, but I want to hang on to my dreams and be all the things I ever wanted to be. But time goes on, rolling away from me. Time goes on, it's getting too dark to see. Time goes on, rolling away from me. Time goes on, it's getting too dark to see. Time goes on, rolling away from me. Time goes on, it's getting too dark to see.
After all these years, we are just back where we started. Some job you did in preparing him for leadership. The people are starting to argue amongst themselves again. They need a leader. Without one, they just fall apart.
You can't blame us for all that's gone wrong. If it wasn't for that meddling Guinevere not being content with what she'd got, everything would have been all right.
No, it didn't take her long to foul things up, did it?
So what have you got planned for us now, Vivian?
I don't know. I need to think.
Many years ago, Vivian, you arranged for me to play Queen to my own half-brother. I've lived with the consequences of that ever since. Mordred, my son, Arthur's son, is now a man. He keeps on to me about meeting his father. If we were to send him to Arthur, having to come face to face with the past might be what he needs to realise his responsibilities again.
Take care, Vivian. I warned you before about the dangers involved in too much meddling.
Oh, be quiet. Morgan, go and fetch Mordred. We are not sending him to Camelot. We are going together.
So this is the search for the holy ale.
Lancelot, my brother, you've returned, and you look so well.
It's good to see you, Arthur. It's been too long.
Not as long as we thought. What happened? Did you give up on the dragon?
Actually, you could say that the dragon gave up on me.
Oh, take it away. It's horrible.
The Lady Vivian is here, sir. With the Merlins and Morgan. They have a young knight with them, too.
Then you'd best show them in. This is going to be like Christmas. Welcome to my household. To what do I owe this honor?
So this is the mighty King Arthur.
And you, sir?
My name, sir, is Mordred, Arthur's son, by the Lady Morgane. The great King Arthur, who neglects his duties, just as he neglected his own sons.
Son.
Is this so, Morgan?
Do you think I would have the nerve to stand here in front of you if it were a lie? You have neglected your duties as king because of this Guinevere and her flirtings with your friend. Either you will agree to put them both away from you, or I must challenge you to combat. You have until this evening to decide.
I cannot allow you to talk to the king this way. Arthur, I've always fought for you in the past. Allow me to do so again now.
No, Lancelot. Let him go. This man really is my son, and I will not fight him.
Look, Arthur, I can go to Mordred and explain what really happened all those years ago.
No, Dagny, it'd be too dangerous to speak to him now. I will face him when he returns, but I will not fight with him.
Come on, Arthur. If anyone can talk him out of it, I can. I've never crossed words with anyone in my life.
No.
I can tell him a few stories, make him laugh. I bet he'll be back for a drink within the hour.
No, Dagny, I'll face him myself.
Don't worry, I'll turn him around.
No!
Listen, if I know Dagny, she'll have him back here within the hour to apologize.
Yes. Suppose it sounds the thing.
Arthur was in total shock after coming face to face with his own son. He had high hopes of settling their differences and getting to know Mordred. But Mordred had been gone over an hour when he returned.
It seems I owe you an apology, Arthur.
Not at all, my son. You could not have known it on so long ago.
That's right. And if I had been told, I probably wouldn't have understood any of it.
That is old history now.
I mean to say, how could a young woman and her newly born son understand such important events? But I still feel I owe you an apology, Arthur.
I'm sorry, Lord. I don't understand.
This friend of yours was telling me what a great king you are, and how it wasn't your fault that my mother and me have been left alone all these years. She thought a great deal about you, didn't she?
It's enough, Mordred! If this is the only way, but I will fight you.
This is the only way. I will meet you here in 1 hour. Your little friend, Shane.
It was easy, but I know it's been worthwhile. Walking this way, I know I've had my problems and questions in my mind, but I've lived to face today. In the summer lands, when this life is over, and we've left this world of pain. In the summer lands, when this life on earth is over, I know the sun will shine again. Together, you were priestess to my priest. We've traveled the ancient way, and we've danced the ring at the old stones, shared the cakes and wine. We made love the dawning of the May. In the summer lands, when this life is over, and we've left this world of men. In the summer lands, when this life on earth is over, I know the sun will shine again. Circle many times before, in many different lives, and no matter what we came through water or through fire, love survives. In the summer lands, when this life is over, and we've left this world of pain. In the summer lands, when this life on earth is over, I know the sun will shine again. the summer lands, when this life is over, and we left this world of men. In the summer lands, when this life on earth is over, I know the sun will shine again.
Are you ready, Arthur?
I am ready.
A truce! My king. You're a much better fighter than I give you credit for.
Well done, Arthur! Arthur!
And so Arthur and his son Mordred died together, killed by each other's hands.
Guinevere never did find her happiness. She spent her last few days in a convent, trying to find forgiveness for the mess she had made of so many lives.
Morgan took Arthur's body back with her to the Isle of Avalon, where some say she still nurses him.
Others say that one day Arthur will return when his nation needs him the most. Maybe he will.
Martin Luther King. Martin